Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy DisBearity here, and today I'm bringing you part 2, or the second video that I was talking about, where we're going to be watching ChristopherOdds' video on the 15 minutes that he had for Star Wars Zero Company. Now, I wish I got invited for to play this game, but sadly I did not. But hey, at least we get to watch it and see the gameplay through someone else, especially through a person who is definitely people would consider a XCOM veteran. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this started. And once again, as always, if you guys enjoy videos like these, definitely consider liking and subscribing to my channel for more.
Hey everybody, ChristopherOdds here. I'm very excited to be making this video. I've been part of a special council giving feedback to the team for quite a while that's working on Star Wars Zero Company, a XCOM-like in the Star Wars universe.
Now, keep in mind, during this video, there will be various pauses, so it could be a lot longer, so keep that in mind.
And I can finally show you some stuff. This game is coming out at the end of August, and I can show you 15 minutes.
All right, so you have difficulty here. Let's see. Adjusted World Star Wars experience. The intended for players is familiar to tactical games where players seeking more challenging experience than normal. Enemies are tougher, deal more damage, and effective weapon ranges are reduced, requiring more maneuvering and risk. Initial bond levels between operators are lower. The back tank is also disabled. And then there's the Beskar mode, Permadeath, and then,
So
of course, it shows
we're
tutorials.
going rapid.
So, oh, hold on. What is that? Beskar mode. Hold on.
We're going to be going
Recommended for advanced expert players. Beskar mode removes the options to manually save, making choices permanent.
rapid fire. Get your hand on the
or
pause button because you might want to look at some things. I'm going to show you as much as I can. We're starting off in a mission that is very specifically chosen for me because we get to show you 5 units in this mission. We're starting out with 4 in the first half of this mission. Astromech set up a little scan, making enemies easier to hit, have an enemy triggering Overwatch.
See the Overwatch,
we've got a cool little sequence here showing you some cover destruction and some retaliation maneuvers.
I'm guessing the health signal under your, of course, the health bar is your character's like
we have and enemies.
I guess
can
would say
gain.
will, but he'll probably explain
see
that
in the second part of this. And in the second part of this mission, we're going to get access to.
Or no, that's their power.
Padawan.
Actually, it looks like their power.
Got some pretty cool lightsaber tricks, and we've got a mini boss. So buckle up.
Okay,
we're gonna run through the first part of this mission pretty quickly, showing you some environmental stuff. You can push enemies off ledges into water, into other hazards if you want.
So if you can push enemies into water, then that means that I wonder if that means, are they like dead or will they be able to get out of the water?
We're also going to show you here some backup. So you can use a backup skill that rotates between your characters every turn. And when you fire at an enemy, the enemy or the ally that you call for backup will shoot as well.
Ooh, that's a perfect AoE attack.
We're gonna finish this first part of the mission by throwing a nice little concussion grenade, knocking a bunch of people into the water.
Okay, that does kill
them. The big stuff. So here we go. Buckle up. I also want to point out that the radial menu you're seeing for ability selections can be changed to a traditional hotbar. I wanted to demo this for you guys so you could see this option, but it can be changed to something that you're more used to.
Okay.
This is Telray, our Padawan, and she's insane. We're also going to have Hawks, our human assault here. ChristopherOdds, myself as a Rhodian scout. Loxley as an Ovisian heavy. Walter, our astromech, and we're joined, of course, by our Padawan.
Now, I feel like, yeah, everyone's going to have, like, of course, Hawks is the main character, right? But everyone's going to have, like, their own personal character, you know, that they're going to be used, that we're going to call our own, you know?
We're going to start out with a lightsaber strike here, getting into position to set up a nice little force push. And we're going to fire this unit into an explosive that's going to set them on fire. They've got 8 stacks.
That did a tremendous amount of damage and did a little bit of damage to the other unit there.
Fire there. They're going to take damage from that every turn, and then that stack gets halved.
Okay.
Astromech.
So that makes every turn they're going to take damage. Yeah, then it's like eventually they're going to take half damage. So probably going to like, let's say like 8 to 6 to 4 and so on and so forth.
To do an enhanced scanners ability that's going to make everybody easy to hit. Our astromechs are excellent at assisting teammates, granting AP, and scanning things. They also get extra utility use out of every utility item. So 2 grenades instead of just 1 type of thing. And then 3 utility slots. So I set up my astromech to just be lobbing grenades constantly. Pretty cool.
I feel that.
Hawks is going to use sweeping salvo here. It's costing 4
okay.
advantage. You can notice in the bottom left our advantage bar. We're going to talk about that in a second. But this is a guaranteed hit ability that you can use 3 times per mission, and it disorients enemies, making their aim much less.
Oh, wow.
We're going to use Combat Recon here to gain some advantage. And for every unit that you scan, you gain 1 advantage with that ability. It is, in my opinion, one of the strongest abilities in the game.
And keep this in mind, from the tactical trailer that we watched, the advantage, what that is, that every time you do damage, you build up the advantage. So the advantage is where a character like Hawks or your trooper, et cetera, can do like a major attack, and that will do tremendous damage.
And advantage is something that's used for
defensive capabilities.
A shared resource across
he's gonna
your
tell us
entire
right
team. And this shot here, the more advantage that you spend on it, the more damage it does. It's very, very good. But it's risky because you can miss that shot. So buckle up. You want to make sure you're in a good position for that. Okay. As we are killing these coil units, you're going to notice that they are surging each other. That can heal them, that can grant them extra abilities like retaliation, which is pretty scary. And so you do have to be kind of smart about which unit you're killing, because it's going to go to the nearest one and start stacking up this resonance. I'm going to grant some AP over to our Padawan using our built-in comlink on the astromech. And the reason we're going to do that is to give her as much AP as we can. So we're doing 1 donate with our astromech, and then Hawks also has 1 that he can donate an AP for, or just grant an AP with 3 advantage. So our Padawan is going to use an ability called Noble Stance, which is a sort of deflection shield that you aim. And the more AP you spend on that, the higher chance you have at deflecting incoming shots. So hopefully that's enough, because we left her out of cover. What could go wrong? Nothing, because we're smart. We've got smoke bombs here. What could go wrong? Nothing, because we're smart. Now, the leader of the coil here casts Plague Miasma. That's a shield around him that makes him much harder to hit. AI in this game is actually pretty good, and I'm pumped about that.
That's good.
So he's coming back here. He's going to try to heal his buddy down there, and that is going to help.
Okay, then full fucking stem.
And then the droids are going to come in. This droid, he comes in, he looks over, does nothing. This one, he's going to look over, take a shot at our Padawan, but we set up that deflection. Didn't matter. Got hit anyways. We've got smoke here on our astromech. Didn't matter. Got hit anyways. That's ZCOM, baby. That's ZCOM.
Yep.
Zero Company.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying. So you're going to notice 3 stacks of harmony at the start of each turn on our Padawan. And that makes your lightsaber attack stronger. It makes your deflection shield ability have a higher chance to deflect as well.
Now, because he walked in the fire, wouldn't that he also take damage too?
I'm going in here. I'm taking the burning because I want to get close to these units.
He did just say
that. Use Combat Recon to gain more advantage so that I can use her ability called Shockwave. And notice it's going to push all these units away from her.
And it also gives you the direction too. Okay.
Perfect execution. Like, we're getting rid of all those droids. We're killing 2 extra coil units. Like this, that was a massive maneuver.
That was definitely.
You use it at the right time. Incredibly strong. We are making this leader quite strong. You're going to notice that he gained retaliation. So a little bit scary.
So a fire blast. I wish you would hover over the other abilities.
On this
I guess one of them must be like, of course, throw your grenade. Maybe
notice. Well, Hawks can't see it.
Double.
So keep an eye in the top right here. We're going to aim again.
Maybe double movement.
And you see assisting shows you which unit's going to assist. It will also say no line of sight. So you want to make sure that when you're setting up.
But you know what though? So the only time I've seen something like this now. Y'all can name some tactics games, let me know. But I remember I've seen the assisting in games such as Metal Slug Tactics, where if you line up each of them in the same in the crossing tiles, they can assist with damage.
Backup attacks that you are both seeing the unit. We're gonna throw a firebomb here. It grants damage over time via burning, but it would also remove any defense if they had it. And defense in this game is basically like a damage reduction. So if somebody's got 4 defense, every time you attack, it's going to do 4 less damage.
This thing I'm hot today is crazy as hell.
I'm okay taking a blaster in the face because, again, we're calculated. I'm not worried at all. No one's going down this mission. Definitely not 100%. We're coming in here to shoot, and the scout applies a spotted status on units that it shoots. That makes them easier to hit by removing chance hit penalties based on range or smoke. So very, very powerful.
That range of that push is insane.
We're going to set up some overwatches here to try to deal with this last coil unit above us before the reinforcements come in. And that reinforcement, place your bets on what it
Overwatch,
is.
yeah.
Notice the Overwatch cones, the further out you place them, the lower the chance to hit. You can also use these cones very strategically to determine, well, how risky do I want this Overwatch to be? It's very smart, very good implementation of Overwatch. Probably my favorite of any game, and super clean. It works super well, very intuitive.
That's good that we get improvements.
Boss. It's a Droideka. And this thing is very strong, but don't worry, I have a really insane plan that works extremely well, so you're going to learn some tips here. Pro tip, I'll tell you right now.
Okay.
Make sure you bring a heavy. They're very, very good against them. And the reason that they're very good is because every time...
Hold on. Let me back that up real quick. I want to read the description. The deadly Droideka is protected by an omnidirectional shield that will regenerate each turn until it's taken down. Concentrate your fire or take advantage of the shield's absence when the Droideka moves to a new position. So that means like whenever it moves, it's probably the shield's going to be down for like a turn and it'll come back up.
Because every time that your heavy shoots somebody, it taunts them. They also have like a taunting skill, like an AoE that I'm going to show you in a bit. But we want that unit attacking our heavy. Now, our heavy has a talent called Grit. And the talent makes them invulnerable. Now, those talents and class specializations are different. So you can put those on different people, but I spec'd out our heavy to draw fire.
That was a crit.
And utilize those taunts and that invulnerability. The invulnerability work in stacks. So if you have one stack of it, it's only good for one attack. But we're going to be able to hopefully navigate this Droideka using that combination. So now that we have the Droideka taunted, all I'm trying to do is blast down this coil leader.
Take him out first, yeah.
Because
get him out of your first
on the
Droideka, yeah.
But you'll notice we also have reinforcements coming in. So
that should kill.
How are we going to deal with that? Well, you'll see. We've been able to push the unit off. They are now dead, and we are going to try our best to set up. Now, this Droideka has a shield around it. What's really cool about this is that you can shoot down the shield, but it's very strong. And once the shield is shot down completely, then it's destroyed. Otherwise, it will regenerate each turn. However, when the Droideka's moving, the shield is down. So you can use Overwatch against it. You can use force pushes against it. Anything that will move that unit can deal raw damage, ignoring the shield. And I think that reinforces
it's going to take time to get
implementation.
It's going to take time to get here.
So we've got another.
Oh, never mind. I was going to say it's going to take time. Never mind. I forget that in the whole XCOM formula, like whenever reinforcements come out, they get the ha, we're here, and they get another movement
on our Padawan.
Yeah.
And
the burning units suffer 1 damage per each stack at the end of their turn. This damage ignores defense. The number of burning stacks is reduced by half when burning damage is taken.
You can see the burning.
So yeah, if you take 8, so they have 8 stacks, and they half it by before. Then yeah,
we have a plan, and it's going to work flawlessly. Definitely. What could go wrong? Not much. We're setting up the taunt into the invulnerable play, and we're moving our heavy over to the right here, and trying to get as close as we can while staying out of line of sight to set up like an AoE taunt. So I'm going to grant an AP with our astromech, and then we're going to go back here, and we're going to use the bulwark ability to taunt everything in this circle. I managed to get 4, which is pretty nice, and they're going to have to move their way over to our heavy to take shots. So this is the grit ability that's granting the invulnerable. Hopefully, only the Droideka shoots.
Yeah.
We're moving in here for a shockwave. We get to clear out 3 droids with this. Abilities that use advantage, by the way, are not using AP. So it's very important that even if you've used up all your AP, cycle through your units and make sure that you've used up AP and that you've maximized your turns. You really have to do that on the higher difficulties. Okay, so we've gone in with a lightsaber attack here. We're going to do a push, but it's just not quite enough. And I'm sitting there, I have no AP left. However,
he's naked.
However, we can fix this. I've got a little bit of advantage. Now I have 3, and I need 3 to get my Pico 5 ability here that costs 3 advantage from Hawks. And I don't care that we're going to be out in the open, even with no health, because all those units are taunted to my other ally in the back. So I'm going to grant 1 AP there with Hawks, using 3 advantage. And then we're going to go for a push. It's not enough. It's not enough to kill.
Ow.
So I gotta bring up Walter, our astromech. Let's get in there. Are we close enough?
The struggle is just real.
Comms link donate. Yes, we are.
Here's a question too. So I see that there's like 5 units out, right? So I wonder if he said this is a special mission crafted just for him, but I wonder if you have to unlock extra allies. Like, similar to XCOM, right? You know how you start out with 4, then you get 2, another one, then another one, something like that.
Because,
kind of get what I'm saying?
We are calculated and we have a plan.
I just kind of like realized that.
Said plan with ruthless efficiency. So what's better than 1 push? Obviously, 2 pushes. And you're going to also get access to a pull ability. You're going to get access to like a lightsaber throw. These, like, she becomes so strong. And listen, if she dies, well, you're going to have a real hard time because, there's permadeath in this game, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
The way that it works is if you take 3 injuries, so you lose all of your health 3 times, either in 1 mission or across multiple missions, the unit is then dead. But you can remove those
like scars
in the med bay between missions. But you need to make sure that you're balancing who you're taking out because you can't just throw everybody into the med bay. So... we used a bull rush from Hawks there. It does a bunch of damage and pushes units. This guy now has retaliation, and he moved over to the left side because he was taunted.
I guess that means if you shoot at them, they can retaliate +1.
Droideka moves in, shoots our unit, but damage was prevented because we're invulnerable. Again, set up the taunt.
Would have been 38 damage. Holy shit.
Activate the invulnerability via the grit talent. Again, separate from the specialization of heavy. And we're going to just focus on this unit. Throw everything we got at it. Impact grenades, destroys cover. Retaliation, yeah, go for it. Our guy has 3 defense. We're not worried about that. That's 3 whole damage reduced.
No, it's just one plus 1
Fire
to
bombs,
retaliation.
let's go. Lightsaber strikes, do it all. Blaster pistols, let's go.
There you go.
Another thing to mention, weapons are not specific to classes. There's 4 different weapons in the game, and they have a bunch of different looks to them, which is really nice.
Oh, that's good.
The specific weapon. And you can mix and match those between specializations. So there's probably some pretty cool combos, and I can't wait to experiment with that a lot more.
Oh, hell yeah.
Now, we're just throwing everything we got it here. Grenades, concussion grenades, fire blaster pistols. Let's go.
Okay, no, it's back up. It's back up.
Backup called in. All the things, just fire. Get rid of that shield. And there it goes. The ray shield is now destroyed.
Action economy definitely going to be a thing. And I'm guessing it has to be able to regenerate the shield. If you don't.
Lightsaber strikes. Force pushes. Shockwaves. Comm links. Because guess how we want to finish this? That's right, with a force push. Let's go, Padawan. Let's go. That's what I can show you guys. I tried to show you as much as I can in 15 minutes. I know this was intense. I know it was a lot, but I wanted to give you as much as I possibly could in this video.
I'm ready for this game.
With some screenshots at the end here, and I just
lightsaber throw throws both lightsabers dealing damage, dealing colossal lightsaber damage to all enemies.
I will be playing this game and covering this game in full. Stay tuned. I'll be making guides. I'll be making full playthroughs. I'll be making all the things. If there's anything in this video that you had questions about, please leave them below. I know I went super fast.
Oh, so this is the din your base. Upgrade Medbay Memorial, Command Center, the Pit, Office, Customization, Armory, Personnel, Recruitment. Oh my gosh.
As much information here as I possibly could.
Oh my gosh.
I would really appreciate if you're new here, please consider subscribing because I am going to be covering this game when it releases, like I said. I've also been playing XCOM for over 10 years. I have a lot of experience in this genre. If you're interested in checking those out, those are all on the channel. And
yeah, I love me
some
Tactics
a long
games.
time. I know you probably like XCOM. I can say this with confidence. You're really going to enjoy this game. You're really going to enjoy Zero Company. And in my opinion, it is worth your time. It's going to be incredible. Even if you're not a huge Star Wars fan, I truly, truly believe that you are going to enjoy this experience for the tactics side. They're doing a lot of really cool things. There's a lot of action point economy maximizations that you need to do. And this is 100% a game that you should be playing. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye for now.
All right. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and also hit the bell notification down below. Thanks for watching.